Good morning, lovelies. It is week 2 of NaNoWriMo, which means it is time for a vlog update. And due to recent events, I thought that I would talk about writing while stressed. Before we get started, remember to click that subscribe button and hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow. Also, I do have a writing group over on nanowrimo.org for sci-fi and fantasy authors. If you're interested in joining, let me know. We've been having some technical difficulties with it. I do have the link to it in the description, but if it ends up not working for you, let me know. Tell me your Nano username. I will invite you. So, I don't know how many of you guys are watching this in America. If you're not, we had an election last week. I don't know how many of you've noticed, but yeah, it was a thing and it was very stressful for people on both sides. Now, before I continue, a quick segue. This is not a political channel. Now, some people may be confused by that because the tagline for this channel is feminism through sci-fi and fantasy, and as soon as that word drops, people automatically think that I'm talking politics. But that's more of a social and cultural problem, and while there is a ton of overlap with politics, I do try to keep that stuff out of my channel. So while it should be pretty obvious who I voted for and who I wanted to kick out of the White House, and how glad I am that this is done, we're not gonna do that here today. All right, take those comments and don't post them. Cool? Cool. Okay, so regardless, it was extraordinarily stressful, and I had some writing goals for NaNoWriMo, obviously, this week, and they just didn't happen at all. I barely wrote like 2,000 words that whole week, and I ended up deleting all of them because I realized that the story was going down a rabbit hole that I didn't want to go down and didn't make sense, so I deleted it and started on a different path. I know you're not supposed to do that, but that's what happened. Now, on election day, I just got no writing done. It just didn't happen, and that didn't surprise me all that much. The same thing happened 4 years ago during the 2016 election. But then, you know, election day turned into election week and nobody knew the results, so instead of writing this story that I wanted to write and have done by the end of November, Daughter of Hera, I was obsessively checking my phone, like, I swear, every 15 minutes. I'm not even joking. At work, at home, didn't matter. I was just constantly checking this thing for updates, following the news with a magnifying glass. It was nuts. And that's not a very good mindset for writing. So today, let's talk about writing while stressed out. Now, it's important to remember that no matter what goals you might have set for yourself, if something unexpected pops up, or even totally expected but you underestimated how much mental and physical energy it was going to take, and you end up not hitting your writing goal, give yourself a break, all right? You don't have to beat yourself up for not hitting your ambitious writing goal. It happens to the best of us. Shit happens. It's fine. For starters, we're in the middle of a pandemic. Hundreds of thousands of people are dead. Losing a loved one, that's take some time, all right? Give yourself a break and just come back to writing when you're ready to come back. And if you are super stressed out because we're living in a pandemic, we survived a traumatic election, you're working, you're in school, my dog is sick and probably won't last until Thanksgiving, if we're all honest. If you manage to put down 300 words in your manuscript, that's an accomplishment. That's good, and you should feel proud of yourself for that. A little bit of effort is better than no effort at all. Now, for me personally, I tend to set some pretty high bars for myself, regardless of whether or not I can actually physically do it. But I thought that for this coming week, I would be a little more realistic. So I've set it for 2,000 words on the days that I don't work, because I work part-time, and 1,000 words on the days that I do work, for an average about 8,000 words this week. And today, when I was writing it, that worked, and it worked very well. My hope is that I'll be able to hit my usual writing speed. And 8,000 words a week, that's pretty typical for me actually. I'm hoping to hit my normal levels this week, and then next week for week 3 of NaNoWriMo, I can really crank it up and really push myself, basically build off that momentum, so that way I can hit 50,000 words by the end of the month. So that's how my NaNoWriMo is going. I'm sort of starting to regret doing this. Maybe I shouldn't have done it in an election year, but at the same time, the Nano community has been really great. You guys have been fantastic with your kind comments and encouragement. It's been spectacular. Please tell me how well you are doing with Nano. How's it going? What's your project? What's your word count, etc. Don't worry if you haven't been able to crank out a ton of words. We've all been stressed. If you are interested in joining the NaNoWriMo group, I've got it linked in the description. Again, we've been having some technical difficulties with that, so if that's the case, just tell me your username on nano.org in the comments and I will invite you. Also, I still have my November book giveaway going on right now. I will direct you to this video, which will tell you how to sign up for that. And as always, remember to hit that subscribe button and hit the like button to help this channel grow. That's all I've got. Bye, lovelies!